Remember the Lob City Clips? They were just such a revolutionary team in the NBA that just really showed that you could be run and gun and kind of succeed, but maybe you couldn't win the big one. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Yeah, just like when the Clippers, they were really nothing. They were in a really bleak era. It was not good. Once they got Blake Griffin, the team around him wasn't great, but the trade they ended up making for Chris Paul was one of the franchise's best. A trade that was basically for Eric Bledsoe, Chris Kaman, Eric Gordon, and a future first-round pick that ended up being Austin Rivers. We all know the story, how Chris Paul maybe should have gotten traded to the Lakers, but David Stern stepped in and was like, no, that's not happening. Because the Pelicans at the time, or excuse me, the New Orleans Hornets, were owned by the NBA, because I guess they didn't have a majority owner yet, and they were like, this isn't fair for the franchise. So, yeah, that is just kind of crazy to say. But we are taking control of the 2012-2013 Clippers and going to hopefully get them the ring. You know, I don't even think they went to the conference finals here. The first conference finals ever was, I think, for Chris Paul was when he went to Houston. We all know that they lost to the Warriors. He got hurt, won that series, and then most recently he went to the finals with the Suns. But I'm going to hopefully get Chris Paul a ring. I'm going to hopefully get Blake Griffin a ring, and then DeAndre Jordan, I don't think has a ring. Yeah, could hopefully get him one as well. So I'm very excited about this team. Like, we have Chris Paul making a ton of money, Blake Griffin making a ton of money, DeAndre Jordan I'll make sure to pay. Then we have a bunch of veterans on this team. Like, Chris Paul's kind of in the midst of his prime. Blake Griffin, young, just was drafted 4 years ago. DeAndre Jordan, still very young as well, about to go into his prime. But then, yeah, we got veterans like Jamal Crawford. Look at that player scan. Caron Butler, Matt Barnes. Or I was wrong, actually. It didn't involve Eric Bledsoe in that trade. It was Al-Farouq Aminu. So they did have Eric Bledsoe for this year in 2013. He averaged 8 points, and then he went to Phoenix. I'm sure that's where he got his big contract from them. No, yeah, and then he was actually traded to the Suns. I am wrong, which ended up sending J.J. Redick mainly to the Clippers and involved the Milwaukee Bucks in this deal as well. But yeah, I was just a little shocked to see his name. We have Grant Hill, who's 41, Ryan Hollins, Chauncey Billups, who's 37, Lamar Odom, who's 33 years old. So we have a lot of veterans on this team. But I'm excited for this season. We could win it in year one. This is what 2K wants to come up with, the rotation. I am cool with that. I am. The coach at the time, was it Doc Rivers? I think it was. Nope, I was going to say Vinny Del Negro, but I was like, maybe it is Rivers. So he came on a little bit later. We are going to go to balance with Ty Lue. So if I see Del Negro, I don't think he's a coach in this game, but if I see Rivers, I'll look to sign him. So, yeah, that is going to be the rotation. Injuries are on, and we know that this team was also decimated by injuries when it came to the playoffs with Chris Paul mainly and also Blake Griffin. So we're going to see how they do. If any big injuries happen, I'll make sure to see you, or at the deadline if I want to make maybe a win now move. Okay, so it is the 2013 trade deadline, and we are the 7th seed. So the playing tournament I forgot to turn off, so that is currently going to be on for this year. I'll remember to do that next year. But yeah, not doing great, but we are 8 games above 500. So, like, it's a very competitive Western Conference. The Jazz are the 1 seed with Mo Will, Alec Burks, Abraham Graves, Paul Millsap, and Al Jefferson. Shout out to them. They have Enes Kanter. Shout out to the Timberwolves. They have Brandon Roy as well. Was Brandon Roy actually on the... I guess he was on the Timberwolves then. Maybe he was just kind of come back in his career. Mavericks are killing it over in the East. You have the Heat. You have the Heatles there. You have the Indiana Pacers with George Hill, Paul George, Danny Granger, Roy Hibbert. That Knicks team that lost to them in the playoffs. So we're doing just fine, but we've had a lot of injuries this year, mainly to our veterans. Like, Crawford's been hurt. Grant Hill's been hurt. Chauncey Billups has been hurt. So, like, Grant Hill's been, honestly, efficient enough where he's not been that bad. Why is Grant Hill making 5 years, 124? Oof. Did he just, like, make that from Batum? Maybe. All right, that's a challenge in my way that we're going to have to get rid of that contract. DJ averaging a double-double. Griffin, 19 and 9, also 5 assists. There's Chris Paul with 22 and 9. And, yeah, like, Crawford's been great for us off the bench. Caron Butler's been great for us in the starting 5. Nice that Crawford's under contract, but he's 33. So, I don't know. Do we use Bledsoe as, like, a trade piece? And I, like, try to match him up with Matt Barnes' contract, $7 million? I don't know. Maybe I just let this team kind of play itself out for this year. I would want somebody that's under a multi-year deal. Court Brewer, 1-year deal, though. Not worth it. So, yeah, maybe I'll just wait till the offseason. Unless Bledsoe's an unrestricted free agent, then I'm not. Oh, no, he's got a team option. Okay, so, you know what? I'm not going to make any moves. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. Let's just hope we can maybe be a 6 seed or higher. And before that, Caron Butler, I'm going to sign to a 2-year extension. It won't allow me to do 1. That's fine. I can always use him as a trade asset. DeAndre Jordan refuses to re-sign. He's got 2 years left anyway, and I would like to win a championship with him, and nobody else I can re-sign at the moment. And this is typical Lob City Clippers. We're here in the beginning of April, and Blake Griffin gets a left knee tendonitis. He is out 2 to 4 weeks. All right, there we go. We ended up as the 4th seed. LeBron James wins MVP this year. No surprise. Damian Lillard averages 33 points as a rookie. Okay. Yep, from the 2012 draft class, he gets it over AD. Did he get it over AD in real life? I believe he did. Sean Marion, 6th man of the year. LeBron Depoy. Jeff Teague, most improved. I wonder if they had Dennis Schroeder yet. I don't know. I don't think so. Or was Schroeder 2013? Schroeder might have been 2013, so I don't think so yet. I definitely was in 2012. So there was All-NBA first team. No Chris Paul. Shout out Brook Lopez. All-NBA second team. We see Josh Smith there. DeMarcus Cousins. Maybe I'll do a DeMarcus Cousins Kings rebuild if you guys want to see that, because I would like to show some love to Sacramento in that era of how poorly it was ran. There's Chris Paul that won All-NBA third team. Very nice. He was a MVP candidate basically for us this year. Wasn't going to get it because he didn't, I guess, maybe have the points per game, but I'm fine with that. We do get DeAndre Jordan on all defensive second team, 14 and 13, while also 2.8 blocks. Damn. Great numbers from DeAndre Jordan. And I have to turn the setting on where everybody keeps their draft picks. So if there was any draft picks around this time maybe the Clippers didn't have, I'm sorry, but it's the only way to have this somewhat not like a shit show. Because then the Thunder would have Harden, or excuse me, Westbrook and KD. I don't know. Do they still have Harden at this time? I don't know. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Yeah, they don't have Harden, but they would have all those draft picks from the Clippers, Heat, Nets in real life, or Rockets. So, yeah, that would just be completely unfair. And Serge Ibaka is literally an 89 overall. All right, so the playing tournament will be removed next year. We're taking on Kevin Love and the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have Ricky Rubio, Brandon Roy, AK-47, Nikola Pekovic. Remember him? Dante Cunningham, Antoine Walker at the end of his career, Luke Ridnour, Mark Madsen. All right. And then just to show you guys the player stats, Chris Paul led the way. Blake is still out for 1 to 2 weeks, so hopefully he comes back around game 2, game 3. We'll see with 2K and their injury recovery time. There's DeAndre Jordan having a monster year. Jamal Crawford being good enough as a 6th man for us. There's Caron Butler getting it done from 3. Grant Hill, not too bad, not great. I'm hoping he retires so that contract goes away. There's Chauncey Billups, 36 from 3. But yeah, because Grant Hill is literally 41 years old. So let's hope he retires. There's Eric Bledsoe, who could be traded in the offseason. We will see. And for the playoffs, the rotation is Chris Paul, Jamal Crawford, Caron Butler, Matt Barnes for now, then DeAndre Jordan, with Bledsoe, Ryan Hollins, Grant Hill, and Chauncey Billups / Lamar Odom off the bench. That will change once Blake Griffin comes back. So Minnesota versus the Clippers, we do take home a Game 1 victory by 8 points. Jamal Crawford drops 24. Chris Paul with a double-double. Brandon Roy had 22, but that was not enough. Game 2, we don't get Blake Griffin back yet, but we end up winning by 6, which is very nice. Chris Paul, you know, he's just being that floor general, that quarterback, that game manager, but we end up falling Game 3 by 2 points on the road. That hurts. And let's see if we can win Game 4 as Bledsoe's fully healed, but not Blake, as we end up getting blown out in Game 4. Damn. Come on, Blake. Can you come back soon? Game 5, we end up losing by 31 points. Oh boy, is Blake back for Game 6? He is not. So I mentioned this in the beginning of the video. They've just been decimated, or they were just kind of so injury prone when it came to playoffs for multiple years in the Lob City era, and it's going to happen in our first year as Blake Griffin. Oh, he came back in this series. Why didn't you tell me that, 2K? Either way, you dropped 27 in an L. That sucks. All right, so let's see who ends up winning the 2013 NBA Finals. It is between the Timberwolves and the Pacers. Paul George versus Kevin Love. And the Timberwolves, the team that beat us, wins it all. Kevin Love versus Russell Westbrook in the conference finals, which is pretty cool. Former UCLA teammates. Okay, so Juwan Howard retires. And yes, Grant Hill retires. So I get off that 4-year contract. That is massive. Steve Nash also retiring. Derek Fisher. Chauncey Billups retires. That's another player on our team. Vince Carter, Rasheed Wallace, Marcus Camby, Rip Hamilton, Shaq, AI, Ginobili, Sheen Battier. Wow, a lot of retirements this year. Okay, so staff retirements. Thiago Splitter. You mean as a player? There goes Shaq, Gary Payton, Allen Iverson, and Vince Carter, the Hall of Fame. It's funny because the game retired Vince Carter, but he didn't end up retiring until 2020. Gary Payton and Grant Hill both head to the Hall of Fame. Only thing I'm going to change right now is the removing the play-in tournament. Alright, so draft lottery time. Let's see what ends up happening for us. We are going to be picking 25 in this draft. I may try trading up in this 2013 class, so we'll see. Is Doc Rivers a candidate? If he is, I will look to sign him. If not, I will not really go after him, and I'll keep Ty Lue around. So, yeah, that is going to be the case. So, it is the 2013 NBA draft, and if we take a look at the mock drafts, Nerlens Noel is projected at #1 pick, Porter 2, Giannis 3, Oladipo for the Rookie of the Year 5. Hey, speaking of Dennis Schroeder, there he is in this class. So at 25, we can end up with, okay, so like Solomon Hill's around there. That's a real player. Andre Roberson, Tony Snell. I don't think any of those guys would be difference makers, so I'm open to trading the pick. There's also a chance I'm open to trading one of these guys if I can end up getting maybe a younger player, because there's a good chance Karan Baller and or Jamal Crawford hit like a nice regression wall. And oh my god, we can pick up Mike Conley for Karan Baller in 25. That's great. We don't need a point guard, so Al Jefferson, we don't need a center. I'm looking for a wing. Come on, give me a good wing. Sean Marion, he's 35, so I'll pass. Gallo at 25 is interesting. Ooh, okay. I could be about that. You know what? Yeah, give me Gallo, who ended up going to the Clippers later on in his career. But I'm going to try to snag him now. 2024 first. Yeah, we get Timothy Mozgov. Mozgov. Spelled it wrong. But yeah, I'll take Moz. I don't know why Mozgov's such a low overall. And is that Karooks or Musa? I don't know. As the player picture. But yeah, I'm going to do this trade. We get Gallinari, who could be a starting small forward. I know won't hit any regression. We could look to package Mozgov and Jamal Crawford as well. If we think Jamal Crawford might hit some regression, we can actually pick up Nicholas Batum. I'm looking for more of a shooting guard, if we're being honest. Like, Greg Monroe's sick. Don't really need another center. Eric Gordon, though, is sick. And that's, like, maybe that shooting guard we need. We also pick up Xavier Henry in this trade, a former first-round pick. So that's an option. We can get Aaron Aflalo. We can get J.R. Smith, who's coming off an incredible year for the New York Knicks. Al Jefferson. But I'm kind of liking that Eric Gordon deal just because I know this man is going to be a beast from 3. We're getting him back on the Clippers, and those are 2 major moves this offseason, just because I'm worried that those guys would end up hitting regression, and we're not going to get better next year. We're going to get worse for a team that just lost in round 1. So Michael Carter-Williams ends up being the #1 pick. Porter 2, KCP, Shooter. Giannis ends up going to the Rockets. James Ennis goes pick 8 to the Kings. There's McCollum to the Sixers. Gobert goes to the Raptors. We got Donnell Law in the 2nd round. So team player options, picking it up on Eric Bledsoe. I'll look to decide if I want to trade him or not. Amar Odom, I'll give the qualifying offer to because it's basically for the minimum, so I don't really care. So you have a stud free agency class of LeBron, Kobe, Dwight, Melo, Paul Millsap, Josh Smith, Andrew Bynum. So DeAndre Jordan is obviously the guy I want to bring back. That will basically put us over the salary cap limit, which is fine. So we're going to give him that, and let's just make sure we bring him back. Beautiful. So we could look to maybe pick up Peja Stojakovic. Ronnie Brewer's not a bad option. Kind of want a Corey Brewer. Jared Dudley. He shot 37 from 3 last year. We can get Tiago Splitter as well. So I wouldn't mind picking up Jared Dudley, and I also need another big. So Yao Ming. That would be kind of sick. But let me pick up Jared Dudley first, and then who could I afford at center? I can afford Yao Ming at 33 years old. Yeah, screw it. Bring in Yao Ming to LA. We can get T-Mac at 34 as well. I don't know if he's going to be playing, but yeah, we're basically the retirement home around the big 3. We can get Leandro Barbosa on the minimum. That's kind of nice. And Luke Ridnour on the minimum. Give me that. Let's go. I don't know if I'm really going to make any trades. I mean, the bench isn't going to be good, which is a shame, because the starting 5 is going to be really good. So, like, I think our only hopes of winning it all is if we don't have any injuries. And, like, I feel like I need Eric Bledsoe to be a backup point guard. So it's not like I could trade him. So player progression, Blake regresses a point. Gallo regresses a point, so does Jared Dudley, which is kind of a shame. Now all these guys were pretty much expected. Luke Ridnour went down 4 overalls. All right, so here we go into the 2013-2014 season. This is the starting 5: Chris Paul, Eric Gordon, Danilo Gallinari, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan, with Eric Bledsoe, Jared Dudley, Yao Ming, and T-Mac / Xavier Henry off the bench. System proficiency under Ty Lue is going to be 4 stars. So yeah, like if a major injury happens, I'll make sure you guys know. And if I make any trades at the deadline, I'll make sure you guys know. Okay, so LeBron wins back-to-back MVP awards. MCW takes home Rookie of the Year like he did in real life. Antoine Jameson at age 37. Wow, what a season for him. Is he most improved now? 6th man. I mean, his efficiency didn't improve, but okay. LeBron Defensive Player of the Year. Wait, what was his true shooting? 50% down. And then MKG gets most improved. Oh my god, look at those shoulders and biceps. God damn, MKG. So here was All-NBA first team. You got Russ, Rose, LeBron, KD, Howard. All-NBA second team, we got Chris Paul, Paul George, Kevin Love, Duncan, and DeMarcus Cousins. Chris Paul with another phenomenal season. And then you have Thad Young and Greg Monroe making All-NBA third team. Okay, Greg Monroe was awful. What? Do we get DJ on all defensive second team? Do another great double-double season from him. So we have the Portland Trailblazers in round 1. They have gone up against each other before in the playoffs, I would think. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking of the Rockets and the Blazers at that time. But yeah, here the scoring output throughout the year: Griffin and Paul 20 plus apiece. Eric Gordon was crazy from 3, 81%. Gallo 36 from 3, not terrible, 98 from the line. DeAndre Jordan was a stud, like we mentioned. Yao Ming was a great backup center addition. He really was. Eric Bledsoe was fine. He's due for a new contract. T-Mac was not bad as also. And then there's Dudley and Xavier Henry, who all actually weren't too bad. So here is the playoff rotation. Paul, Gordon, Gallo, Griffin, Jordan playing the Lob City Big Three a ton of minutes. So we have the Portland Trailblazers in round 1. They got Dame. Oh, and they signed Kobe Bryant. Nice. Danny Granger as well. What? All right. And they still have a Marcus Aldridge, Myers Leonard, Nicholas Batum, Will Barton. Remember when they had Will Barton? Wow. So let's see what happens here. Blazers, Clippers. We end up winning game 1 by 1 point. All right. Huge win there by Chris Paul. Game 2, we end up losing by 16. Just kidding. That's 26. I don't know how to do math. Game 3, I don't know. I didn't get to see who was hurt there. I pressed that too quickly. But we won by 26. That's all that matters. As Chris Paul drops 35 for us. Blake, can you step up, please? All right, on to game 4. This would be a huge win to go up 3-1. And, of course, we can't win. We get blown out by 30. Damn, both our L's have just been by so many points. Game 5, we pick up the win. So we're, oh, my God, that was a close one in overtime. Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, look at Xavier Henry balling out. Here we go. Game 6, can we not allow them to force a game 7? And, of course, we can't. We get blown out again in this L. Man, do I have to improve our defense in the offseason? Because it is brutal. Here we go. Game 7 for the second year. And, oh, my God, the Lob City Clips are cursed, man. Second straight year. And now Chris Paul didn't miss the whole series, but he's going to miss game 7 and the rest of the playoffs. Like, Eric Bledsoe steps in. Jared Dudley was the one hurt before. But come on, you can't make this up. Blake Griffin last year, Chris Paul this year. I'd be very shocked if we beat the Blazers and advance to round 2. But even if we do, our title hopes are kind of gone. And we don't blow it as we end up winning. And we're going to advance to round 2. Sheesh. But with no Chris Paul. And Eric Bledsoe played like dog shit. Okay, here's a development as the 8th-seeded Warriors upset and swept the reigning NBA champion Minnesota Timberwolves. That's kind of crazy. They have Steph, who's an 89, Clay, Barnes, David Lee, Cody Zeller, Deion Waiters, definitely Devin Harris right there, Draymond, Mike Miller. So let's see what happens. Game 1, we end up losing. Yao Ming was our leading scorer. Blake Griffin has been horrible. I mean, he's not been horrible, but he hasn't been good. Like Blake Griffin good in the playoffs. And DeAndre Jordan can't currently play game 2. Nice. As we end up losing by 23 points. Just the injuries, man. It's crazy. We end up winning game 3, though. Behind, let's see, Gallows 20. Okay. Terrible game from Eric Gordon. Game 4, can we tie it up? Nope. We end up going down 3-1. It's a shame. Blake has actually a really good game, but it's not going to matter because we're going to get gentlemen swept. And no, we force a game 6. Okay. We beat him by 15. Hey, guys, can we force a game 7? That'd be sick. And Eric Gordon pulled red calf muscle. He's out for the year. And we don't force a game 7. In game 6, we end up losing by 16. What a shame. As the Miami Heat beat the Warriors in 5. LeBron James is your finals MVP of the 2014 NBA Championship. All right, so we're on to the 2014 offseason. Ray Allen retires. Hito Turkoglu. We have Mar Odom on our team, like Bibby, Daniel Marshall, Baron Davis, as Ray Allen heads to the Hall of Fame. I mean, rightfully so. League meetings, yeah, we could reject all of these. Draft lottery, I don't even know. We do have our pick. I didn't know if I traded for a pick, but I didn't. So maybe this is the year I try to trade up. I don't know. It's not like we have a lot of trade assets anyway. All right, so at the NBA draft, I just kind of want to see what the mock drafts have here. Nikola Jokic going 1 and Embiid 2. Yeah, so Jokic from a second round pick. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Randall there in the top 10. I mean, we do need to back up big if Yao Ming is gone. We could see what what we can get for Henry Dudley in 25. So I can get pick 12 and Patrick Beverly, which is kind of nice bringing Pat Bev here. I would probably flip Beverly, or I can get Rudy Gobert. You know what I'd love to do? If I can get, I'm going to do this trade. We get 12, which is nice. And if I can flip Beverly for Rudy Gobert, I'd be a very happy man. Because Gobert can just kind of replace Yao Ming as the backup center. They want a first. Yeah, we'll swap first. I'm cool with that. So now I have the 12th overall pick. You know I'm going to take a real NBA player. So let's see who it is. And the player I took in the 2014 draft was drafted by the Timberwolves in real life. And it was Zach LaVine. And we also got Glenn Robinson III there in the second round. So we'll see if Zach LaVine plays for us next year. I would hope he would. Dwayne Wade's going to opt out. He's going to be a free agent. So I think we have pretty much our team figured out. We have nobody on bird rights here. I mean, how many guys do I have that are going to be in the rotation? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, can I re-sign Bledsoe? No. Bledsoe wasn't even a restricted free agent. Damn. Then I would have just traded him if I knew that was going to happen. Like, if I go to Bledsoe right here, sign him. I can't. Oh, no, I can't afford him. Okay, good. So let me sign Bledsoe to that deal. And then we'll just have to figure out that 9th spot. And boom. There we go. And I don't know if I'm going to trade him. I think I might keep him. We can go ahead and get Kemp Bazemore. That would actually be a really good pickup because he's young, so he won't regress, which is nice. And then I'm going to try to snag Jason Maxwell or Maxiel, Mike Dunleavy. Jeez, John Salmons. Remember him. Why not? We also need some center depth, so I'm going to go out and get Anderson Varejao, who's still a 76 overall, but probably at player progression, he's going to be like a 72. And I'm going to bring Elton Brand. Bring him back to the Clippers. So here's player progression. Everybody's going up here. And yeah, Varejao down to 73. Brand, Salmons. I mean, they weren't really going to play unless we had like so many injuries next year. All right, on to year 3, the 2014-15 season. This team can win a championship if we don't get injuries. That's all we need. This is the team. I'm very excited for it. I really am. All we need is just everyone to stay healthy for the playoffs, and this team can win a championship. All right, knock on wood right now, but our team is relatively healthy for the playoffs. And we're the 2 seed. So LeBron James completes the three-peat. He wins 3 straight MVP awards. Nikola Jokic wins Rookie of the Year for the New York Knicks. He was drafted 5th overall, and his Cantor's your 6th man of the year in Utah. Wonder if it's still behind Al Jefferson. Man, I haven't seen a Utah center yet. I'm not really sure who he's backing up. Yeah, I haven't seen a Jazz center yet. So we'll look at that in the playoff bracket or just after this. Serge Ibaka wins Depoy. Bradley Beal wins Most Improved at 31 points a game. Goddamn, yes, that's a Most Improved season. You don't really get a lot of real ones in 2K, so that is cool to see. This is the 2015 playoffs. But yeah, the Timberwolves are the team to beat. Kemba Walker is a beast this year for the Charlotte Hornets. No Clippers on any All-NBA teams. That's a little, not worrisome, but yeah, it's a little weird. There's DeAndre Jordan, 70% field goal percentage. You'll love to see that. There's Zach LaVine, who had a phenomenal year. Shout out to Zach LaVine, man. So yeah, like Eric Gordon had injuries throughout the year. Gobert, Bledsoe, Gallo, but the big 3, knock on wood again, did not get hurt. So we'll see what happens in the playoffs. First things first, I want to see who the hell the starting center is for the Jazz. It is Al Jefferson. Did I just go? Oh, he averaged 6.7 points tonight. That's why I glossed over him. Or I didn't even go over him. So here are the stats throughout the year. Chris Paul put up, yeah, like how are those not all NBA numbers? I don't know. There's Blake, Gordon, Jordan, LaVine, Bledsoe, Gallinari. So that's 7 double-digit scorers right there. So for the playoffs, what does 2K come up with? Paul, Gordon, Gallo, Griffin. Yeah. So honestly, Bledsoe was not like the best this year. Gobert's solid, but his field goal percentage is down. So I want to make sure, honestly, like, I'm going to play LaVine, I think. Like, I'm going to go 9-man rotation. LaVine was really good. I'm going to go, like, 23 minutes to LaVine. Let's do that. He's going to be the 6th man. No. Okay, so, yeah, Blazemore, you will get minutes. You're going to get 15 as well. 33 to the front court. Let's go, 40 to Chris Paul is good with me. Let's go 30 to these 2, and then 3 more minutes. We'll go 1 to Gobert, and then 2 to Eric Bledsoe. System proficiencies can be 4.5-star balanced. All right, nobody get hurt, please. We're taking on that Jazz team. Bo Will, Alec Burks, Gordon Hayward, Bojan, Alec Jefferson. They got Bojan a little bit earlier. Let's see what happens. We should beat this team, and we are down 2-0. Game 1, we lose by 7 in overtime. Game 2, we lose by 5. You're kidding me. You're actually kidding me. Oh, my God, it's 3-0. I'm thinking we're going to win a championship. Why is Salmons even playing? All right, 3-1. Is this going to be like one of 2Ks? Like, they blow a 3-0 lead. Chris Paul's got a cut on his head. Stop it. Really? Oh, my God. This is so frustrating. This is actually going to piss me off. And I don't want to yell, but I might have to. So, it's 3-2. We force a game 6, which is nice. Chris Paul has a cut on his head, but at least he's fighting through the pain. I don't know how Salmons got hurt. He's not playing. So, this is the toughest one. Game 6 on the road. Great start. That lead almost was blown, but we get it back. Now the lead is kind of blown, but yeah, it's blown. We had a double-digit lead after the first. Now we are down by 1. Then we come back a little bit. We're up by 8 with 90 seconds to go, and we end up winning by 10 to force the game 7. Is 2K going to do this to the Jazz? Make them blow a 3-0 lead. Good start by us. Not a great second quarter, but we still have the lead. Great third quarter, and yep, the Utah Jazz blow a 3-0 lead. We have almost a 50-point third quarter. Chris Paul has 22 assists. Oh my God. Gallo with 29, Jordan with 26 and 15, Blake with 24 and 11. I mean, it wasn't pretty, but we got a playoff series victory right there. Shout out to, I guess, this big 3. I mean, DeAndre Jordan was a stud in those games as well. Eric Gordon hit 37% of his threes. Zach LaVine was, could be better. So we have the Oklahoma City Thunder, who have Russ and KD and Ibaka. It's just not a fun team to go up against. Ryan Holland's revenge series, maybe. So game 1 against the OKC Thunder, we end up picking up a 16-point victory. Blake Griffin gets me a double-double. There's Chris Paul with a double-double, even though he had 6 turnovers. And we go up 2-0. Let's go. We win by 17. DeAndre Jordan dominating them. It's just scary going up against Kevin Durant. They blow us out. Russell almost gets a triple-double. Can we just go up 3-1, please? I just really don't want it to be 2-2. Thank you. Thank you. That's so much better, man. Blake with the 25 piece. And let's win in 5. Okay, let's win in 6. Yes, thank you. Okay, so game 5 ended up being a 9-point L. And then game 6, we ended up blowing them out. Here we are in the conference finals for the first time in Chris Paul's career. Minnesota, a team that beat us a couple years ago, they won it all. They got Kevin Love and Drew Holiday, that big 2. It's very good. Kevin Love's a star. But I think they are beatable. We do win game 1 by 1 point. Yes, you gotta win the close ones. You do. You can't blow them. Game 2, we win by 14. We are 1 game away from going up 3-0 on the Timberwolves. Yes. Yes. We win by 2 touchdowns. And let's just win in 4. Oh my God. We swept the 1 seed. We win by 14. How? See, this is why 2K is so stupid. We go down 3-0 to this Jazz team. And then we sweep the 1 seed. Best team in the NBA. Okay. So we have the Cleveland Cavaliers in the NBA Finals. They have Kyrie Irving. That's pretty much who they're led by. He's a superstar. They don't have LeBron James. So let's see. We should beat them, but it's Kyrie Irving. Okay, we blow them out in game 1. Very nice. Come on, let's get Chris Paul and Lob City a ring. 2-0, 2-1. Just go up 3-1. Oh my God, no. We have a series on our hands. We have a series on our hands. Game 5. It's going to be at the Staples Center. Not Crypto.com Arena yet. Not a good first half, but there we go. Good second quarter. Come on, let's have a good third. Let's have a good third. We're down by 7. Come on, come back, come back, come back. Down by 3. Do we hop in with Chris Paul? I haven't hopped in a minute. Why not? All right, maybe, like, I should hear myself. I haven't hopped in a minute. Like, I'm not going to play well. I'm just not. Gallo, give me a screen. He's playing center. I don't really agree with that. Levine, kick that out to Bledsoe. That was just not a great idea. Okay, come on, Gallo. Let's work some pick and pop here. I like that. Good no, I was going to say good screen, but Chris Paul, that's his shot. That's his shot. Let's go. Chris Paul's got 13 assists. I just don't like Gallo at center. Why is that a thing? But Chris Paul, great defender and just amazing defense right there on Kyrie Irving. My camera's about to die, so I got to pause. All right, we got a bunch of guys getting open right here. I believe this is going to be centered for... All right, never mind. It's an isolation. Gallinari. Oh, why are you trying to get the charge, Kyrie? Gallo's got 21 and we take the lead. Yeah, that is just not true. That is not our first lead tonight. First lead since I've entered the game. All right, Chris Paul, A+ perimeter D. Need you to put the clamps on Kyrie. I need help defense too. Can we not... We clog the paint. Gallo, get down there. Okay, good defense. Gallo, it's not the end of the world. I think that's Greg Oden going to the line. He's still in the league, which is cool. Which is very cool. Oh, no, that's Festus Ezeli. Never mind. Ezeli. As he misses the first. Beautiful. And now we're going to get our subs in. Is DJ in? Yes. Blake's in. Gordon's in. Okay. So, nobody fouled out. Good. Tie game. It's going to be a close one. All right, so I believe this could be a screen from Blake Griffin. And just, he didn't even want us at the screen. As Kyrie Irving just, oh my God, he baited me. I was like, where was that defense? And I hesitated because I was like, am I this wide open? Give me that. Oh, man, that hurts. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my God, please miss. Thank God. All right, I got to get the 2 for 1. I got to get the 2 for 1. Kyrie, get around Ezeli. Let's go. Ezeli, doesn't matter. We're up by 2-0s. All right, if we can maybe get a turnover, that would be huge. I'm so glad we did. We barely did the 2 for 1. Yeah, they'd be smart. Oh, okay. Drop down with DeAndre. Good defense, Chris Paul. It's pretty much going to be Kyrie Irving inside. DG comes over, and yes, the contest. That is amazing. They're going to have... Why are they fouling? Damn. All right. So, as long as we hit... They're out of timeouts. As long as we hit both of these, it's over. We hit one. We're in good pace, and we have one of the best free throw shooters at the line. Almost just said 3-throw. Yeah. It's been that type of night for me. So, we're up by 4. Hey, I actually clutched it out. I didn't joke. That is amazing. If you ever watched, like, I think it was, like, What If Linsanity Never Happened video or something like that. I had, like, one of the worst choke jobs ever. I believe it was, like, 2K19 or 2K18. Like, it was bad. And I always will remember that video. And maybe one day I got to rewatch it because I think it was, like, a Linsanity video. All right, so let's see here. Game 6, we don't win it. Wow, we lose by 23 on the road. Okay, here we go. Game 7, Clippers versus Cavs. Oh, boy, not off to a great start, but I will... Okay, they come back. We were, like, outscoring them, like, 12-0 there in the second, but a great third from us. As long as we don't choke this in the fourth, we're going to be NBA Finals champions. We're only up by 4. We're kind of choking it. We're up by 2. Oh, my God, we're down by... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No. No, we're going to lose. No. No. The Clippers choked it. Are you kidding me?